that what happened at Ayawaso during the by-election is a very big shame to the democracy and security of our nation, Ghana, taking into consideration the fact that this is just a by-election and then not a national election. When the issue happened, I was thinking, what would happen in 2020 should we have our national election? If even during a by-election we have armed men coming to attack individuals. I think that the cause of this violence was due to the craving for power. This is highly political, and we know one definition of politics to be the fight for power. And so in the attempt to attain power at all costs, I realized that people have to overlook certain laws and rules and regulations to implement their own, so that at least in the end they will have the election going in their favor. So I think that the major cause of this violence during the by-election was that of the crave for power, extreme power, at all costs. And I think that going forward, the Commission of Inquiry, to an extent, is a step in the right direction in helping bring the perpetrators of such violence to judgment. But I think that before the Commission of the Inquiry, we should look at our Constitution. What does the Constitution say about disturbance of electoral process? I know that at a point in time, around Article 82, it says something about the disruption of the electoral process. And there are certain guidelines or certain punishments to be meted out to people who perpetrate such disturbances. But if we overlook this and then go straight to a Commission of Inquiry, then to an extent we are undermining the power of our Constitution. So I think that we should also take into consideration what the Constitution says about managing such disturbance of electoral processes before even moving to the Commission of Inquiry. I'm just hoping that this Commission of Inquiry will not also operate on political lines, because once it does, I tell you the gospel facts, this issue will become a foolish case. You will not find the head nor the tail of this issue. So I think that what happened is a shame to our democracy, and then if the Commission of Inquiry should work regardless of the political affiliations they have, then at least we can have a fruitful outcome. But if they have politics coming into the scene, then to an extent, I doubt the outcome will be positive.
Okay, so I've read about Short for a while, and I know for a fact that he has been the Shrad boss for quite a long time, so he has quite a good credibility. So for the president to set up a commission and let Short lead it is a step in the right direction. And I'm just praying, because we've had commissions upon commissions, and anytime they bring out their findings, they sort of politicize it and then let it go scot-free. Look at the visa racketeering case at Australia, for instance. We didn't see how the issue turned out. So I'm just praying that when the commission brings out their findings, the government is going to heed to it, because Emil Short is very, very credible, and I believe he's not going to sit down aloof for the government to control.
Anyway, pertaining to the Ayawaso issue, it's a shame to our democracy, and then it's a bad thing that such an incident happened in Ghana, and then there's no one to point finger at, and the politicians are just pointing fingers at each other. However, in my point of view, I feel this is just a strategy of a group of people, anonymous group of people, let me say, to just cover up the trending issue that is like TAADI girls. And then ever since this issue came up, the attention has shifted from the girls to the Ayawaso issue, and then this has become the talk of the day. When important and then needed, people are suffering and people are badly in need. We don't know where the girls are as at now, and we've not heard anything about where they are. all that we get to hear is that it's the security are doing their work. But we shouldn't forget that this also happened years past in Nigeria, Delta State, where they had oil. I think with the oil in the presence at TAADI is basically the cause of this kidnapping. If care is not taken and the security doesn't come to board or to do something quickly at it, citizens will also get involved in this issue, and then it will be something not to write home about, and then it will take Ghana to another level where we'll basically have nothing to say, and then we'll be the laughing stock in the country or throughout the world. That committee investigates the matter. It should be left with the security service and let that committee rather investigate into why and then where of the whereabouts of the girls. I don't think that committee is necessary from my own point of view. I don't think it's necessary. You see, problems happens in Ghana and then committees are set. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they take their allowance and other stuff, and then they bring the report that is initially in the country, like the initial report that is already speculated, and then they just bring it up. So I don't think this is going to be different. So why should we bother ourselves setting up a committee that we are going to use the taxpayers' money to pay them and other stuff in finding solutions or finding the cause of that incident, which we can say, though we don't have enough evidence, but we think it's the artwork of some people just to shift attention from what is really needed.
Because of our political instability in this country, we are practicing democracy, but yes, the people want to dictate for us. Some are saying they are from the national security, others are saying they are vigilante groups. Whatever it be, either national security or vigilante groups, whatever it be, either from national security or vigilante groups, even on national elections, we don't see these people. So why on by-elections, which is a stronghold of the NPP? Now you see, this has really tainted the image of the ruling party. Why? Because you are ruling, and people are saying this is your vigilante group. You could have just, what are the police doing? We are police, they are in charge of this. Why do you need to protect ballot boxes? What are you protecting them for? Ghana. This is Ghana, where we've seen a lot of things being misplaced. This is just part of their ways and means to get society, think that okay, they are doing well, but actually they're just playing with our minds. Nothing will come out of it. We've been in this country several times. We've seen commissions being set up to bring up issues. At the end of the day, nothing valid comes out. Okay, the national security and other security agencies held meetings at Pegase yesterday or so. What was the use of that? Why do you need to get another committee to investigate? What are they even investigating? There was violence. The cause of the violence was you brought up masked men. These are war leaders, not security personnel. Do you understand? So where did they come from? Who brought them out? Those are the things we need to find out, and not to set up a committee. What is the committee? In fact, who are they even going to investigate? Because these are national security men. We know there's a man lying in hospital who's going to get his limb cut off. These are the people we need to draw attention to. We need to get policies against this violence. Oh, we are always, people are always fighting for ballot boxes. Can't we go above that? The other things we can do to prevent people from taking this ballot boxes, and every day, every by-election, we need to lose people, there's always violence, because somebody somewhere wants to get power. Okay? I think, if I am not sounding political, opposition parties would have done the same, because they just want to gain power. And as I said, this is a stronghold of the NPP, and they just want to prove their face right that look, we had nothing to do with it. But each and every person in this country knows that. This is purely politics. And nothing good will come out of the committee if you should ask me. Is it a committee or commission? I don't have any right to question their integrity. They are men of honor, and they've done a lot. But the thing is, this is politics. This is politics. Let us get the people thinking in our way that look, we are just not letting issues go as it is. Well, that is my opinion. I think it's useless to vote. It's useless to set a commission for that. Violence is violence. Let's boycott it. Let's put out policies to prevent it from happening again.
Okay.
Unemployment can also be a factor to violence. Because yes, these are hungry, who need something to do. And if I attach myself to a political party, when they are in power, it means that they are going to give me something. I need to protect violence, and I know they are going to give me money to buy food. So I think yes. Everything about our politics, our country is kind of off way, if you should ask me. We need to set we need to set rules to help our youth. Yes. Even if you are not employing them, let's make good use of their talent. We have talented people in this country. You understand? Very, very talented people. If the government is unable to employ, and that is a fact, the government cannot employ everybody in the country, and there are less entrepreneurs. So what of their talent? I mean, we can do something to make good use of their talent instead of letting them go into starting violence. Because yes, as you said, poverty may be a cause of that. Because I don't know if they're going to do something. But I also know of somebody who is working but will deploy people just to work because they want to have that fear. People should just have that fear for them that we don't play with this person.
You know, somebody who